Hello everyone again. I'm here to introduce our thermal strain generation algorithm for enhancing structural analysis of dissimilar metal spot-welded lap joints. And For the challenge of dissimilar metals, the problem is the thermomechanical incompatibility between the different materials, and there are complex residual stresses, and to predict the fatigue life becomes very hard for the analyzers and finite element analysis. And we introduced a solution for this case, integrating a thermal stress algorithm, which we used before for another application in injection molding, sand casting, and 3D printed polymers also. We just used for metals also. I used, and there are some publications we made for it. But in this case, for the dissimilar metals, we used simple material models, just like linear isotropic models for the material models in the finite element model, and we applied stresses via the press-stress algorithm. It just gives a maximum temperature to the center of the spot weld, or near the center, or you can change the starting point for fitting the fatigue life, actually, in this case. And after the application of the first maximum temperature, it propagates to all of the elements, near elements, adjacent elements, to the overall structure, and it step by step decreases in a geometrical aspect. Actually, this geometrical aspect means actually we calculate geometric modulus. Geometric modulus is used in sand casting for the calculation of this. Actually, it's about the cooling, a parameter which is used in cooling to understand how it will cool. Maybe it's a sudden cool or a more slow cooling process. It will have that portion of the part, actually, in bigger parts in casting. But for now, it's for the welding case, actually, and we just use finite elements. Finite elements is geometric modulus as an multiplier, as it can be seen from here, the formulation in the code, the algorithm. Actually, when we integrate this algorithm to the finite element model, we used a simple Morrow mean stress correction model, and it's just for a single model, actually, for the different materials. As you can see, we have some methodological explanations here, and we use ANSYS mechanical and strain life method fatigue approach, and means Morrow's mean stress correction, and here the constants, material constants we have here for use for all of the cases. And stress strain data extracted from nodes near the weld nugget, we say, because the actual failure happens near and at the weld nugget. And how we model thermal residual stress? First, we simulate cooling induced stress with the press stress algorithm. Actually, it's not actually a cooling process. It's an artificial, actually a pseudo or artificial, we can say. We just stress in a different manner. Actually, it mimics the but not exactly the cooling process, I can say. And after that, we apply this thermal stress as a displacement and transfer it to structural analysis and apply the fatigue loading in static structural analysis. And the results accurately capture the fatigue test results from the experiments, from the literature. And for model validation, we used tensile shear specimen and modified tensile shear specimen and other simple single lap joints actually we used. And here we have two dissimilar and two similar specimens in the study. And for the dissimilar one, Sun et al's study, we just have taken their value without stress prediction and with the simple material model and with just one single moral mean stress, we have an unrealistic prediction. But we have the prediction fitted and a conservative one just with one fatigue life model. And we've gone through for it for different loadings, and it actually gives at low cycle accuracy. And at low cycles it has an accuracy, but higher cycles becomes unpredictable. Actually, it has some different errors, but it is accepted to be accurate in the low cycles. We have magnesium alloy here and an aluminum alloy with a single lap joint, a simple single lap joint actually. And we have these cases with press stress and without press stress biaxiality indication distribution from the ANSYS mechanical. And we have with the press stress, it can be seen the behavior of the shear behavior of the at higher load. At higher load, the shear behavior becomes very clear with the value of the biaxiality, average value of biaxiality indication. But without the press stress algorithm, it is the same for the 1.8 and 4.05 kilonewton loadings. Actually, in spot welded structures, a spot weld sheared under higher loads at the highest load. Actually, it can endure. It becomes sheared and at lowest load, usually the sheets are just tearing actually. But in higher loads, as I said, this behavior happens, and with the press stress algorithm, with the simple material model and the simple fatigue life models, we can visualize and also simulate, also get the results accurately in low cycles, and without press stress it becomes unidentified. That's it. And steel to steel but dissimilar joints. There are two different type of steels, CR210 and C340 steel. And here we have again the prediction is much more accurate for the with the press stress algorithm, and it is very conservative. And without press stress, the solutions becomes more realistic for the against the before case, because when the dissimilarity increases, these are steels but different steels, but there were an aluminum alloy and a magnesium alloy. They were the previous case, and actually it's just with simple models we cannot actually predict these, but with press stress, as you can see, it becomes very clear for the prediction in low cycles. Here our results as an overall view. We are in the 5% error band with the predicted fatigue lives, with the press stress integration, and with the combined use of the thermal press stress algorithm and Moore model, we significantly enhanced the fatigue life prediction accuracy. It just gives a unified framework, and you can by applying the press stress algorithm and fitting to the experiment. Actually, firstly you should fit with maximum minimum temperature, and its decreasing temperature step, as I can say, these are just some parameters, and your mesh data also should be given correctly to the algorithm, and algorithm will calculate the geometric modulus along with the what you give as an decreasing temperature step, actual temperature step, I can say. And with these parameters, you can fit your welding fatigue life with just some simple models, with just some approximations, I can say. Thank you for your kind attention.